Pisces, this is going to be your June general read, all right? Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It's general. It's not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. But if I resonate with you and you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach me at the links in the description box below. All of the readings are done by donation, and I'm not going to go through the whole spiel. The information is down there if you want a personal reading with me. The only thing that I do ask is that you be fair, okay? And it's pretty much step-by-step order. You find everything you need there. Okay, Pisces, what a read this is going to be for you right away. I am like getting truth, and I'm seeing as a Pisces messages me. Perfect. I'm seeing a, you know, like the cartoon devil and angel characters on the shoulders, and I feel like you've been, I don't feel like this is current, it may be current for some of you, but I feel like you've been having this sort of good guy, bad guy battle, and now I'm actually seeing it as Jay and Silent Bob, and I think it's the second one where the angels are like, he's in the bus or the van or something, and the angels are on his shoulders where he's like about to talk to Kitty Boo Boo Fuck. Why this is coming through, I don't know. But then also there's oh my god, the other morning somebody said something and I just got up and I was like and why this is coming out now, I don't know, but you know, if it comes through, this is what I'm going to tell you. Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. Yes, Pisces, get it. Pisces moon here. Though I don't normally resonate with Pisces readings, but anyways, there's that. But yes, I am seeing you have gone through this and maybe still going through this a little bit. What do I do? And not even just good guy, bad guy thing. It's like, well, what is good guy, bad guy anyway, right? Like, what does that even mean? Is that even a thing? And who says what's good or what's bad? I do feel like you're playing sort of this devil's advocate with yourself, Pisces, for the month of June, at least maybe even leading into the month of June or in the beginning of the month of June. I feel like I've already been here. Like this is already something that you've worked out. He just wants attention. He literally has a big smile on his face as soon as I looked at him. Ezra, please be quiet. That being said, you may have someone doing something no more, okay? Or some things. Ezra, that's enough. To get your attention, okay? Sorry about that. But I do feel like I'm sort of coming through this or coming out of this. So this, again, may be something that you've already sort of come through. It may be something that you are coming through, coming out of on the other side. Okay, so, but I am getting this sense of speaking truth. Whatever this is, it feels like something that has been going on for a long time, or you've been sitting with this for a long time, or something that's been like a long time coming or contemplated on for a long time. And I'm getting maybe just this certain thing is, you know, for months, but whatever the situation actually is, I'm seeing like years. Oh man, did your phone die? Yeah. Oh man. So I'm seeing it as years, but whatever this is that you're wanting or thinking about or sort of playing devil's advocate with yourself, it has been happening for months, if not also years, but much shorter time you've been thinking of actually speaking this truth. This freaking kid, man. You know, it's interesting that he's interrupted this video so many times because it's actually very late at night now. And I had initially planned to start the recording of this video almost immediately after the last video, which was the real shit message for the day, which was at like 10 a.m., 9 or 10 a.m. this morning, something like that. And then just like thing after thing after thing sort of happened where I couldn't get back to recording. I sort of just had to start taking care of all of these things that were presenting themselves over the course of the day. And it wasn't like anything big, but it was just like shit, you know, that comes up and you got to take care of it. And it sort of like was like interruption after interruption after interruption. Now here we are, and it is, I want to say near 11 o'clock at night, you know, so over 12 hours later, and I'm just now being able to sit down and film this video as he continues to interrupt. So there may actually be, for you Pisces, quite a few interruptions this month in doing whatever it is you're trying to do, or you may experience some bumps and hiccups right along the way, some speed bumps along the way. There may be sort of something that you had your eye on, or something that you had set out to do, that obstacles or things just sort of continue to present themselves to sort of set this thing out, whatever this thing is, out further and further and further from when it was supposed to happen. It may not happen at all. It may not happen at all. But yeah, there may be, you may experience several interruptions for whatever is going on, whatever this thing is that I feel like you have tried to put energy to. And it's almost like, it's like a thing that, because I feel almost as I construct this selenite, I feel like it's a little bit secretive, maybe. It could be secretive just because it could be something that you're not ready for people to know. Not necessarily like it's a bad thing or like it's a secret, but it could just be something that you're just not ready for people to know. You know, you could be like, you know, sort of unsure about the situation. Do you know what I mean? Like if careful baby, if you are going to start a business, or if you are getting a new job, or if you are going in to be evaluated for a promotion, or about to make partner, or about to ask somebody to marry you, or things like this where you're just like not sure where that thing is going to go yet, if it's actually going to happen. It could be that sort of a thing where you just don't want people to know. However, a lot of you think, yeah, you. It could be something that it's a secret for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. And now we are freaking almost 10 minutes in this video and I haven't even gotten to the cards yet. That's been happening a lot lately. Oh, wow. I did not even know these were out here. Okay. So when I was shuffling, cards just kind of started flipping out to the point I didn't even know so many had flipped out. But I definitely, towards the end of the cards flipping out, I see that there are two very specific groups of Pisces that I believe that I'm talking to now. These could intertwine and mingle where you could have, you know, you could be dealing with both of these, but for some of you, you will only be dealing with one or the other. So I'm just going to try to go over those very quickly. And this is actually, we're going to go backwards from the last things that flew out of the decks to the first thing. Okay, so if that makes sense, we're going to do it in reverse. So, well, actually, I guess the last thing would be this emergence and belief, which is interesting. Emergence. The frequency of emergence invites us to approach our reality with a childlike attitude of innocence and wonderment, and to watch and celebrate the beauty that unfolds from that place. Very interesting that I didn't even see this card, as well as the belief card, which is 11, and 25, which is 7, divinity. That I didn't even see that before. The child continued to interrupt the video with, shenanigans is coming to mind. Like, he literally was just making noise to get my attention so that I would look, and then he was making like weird funny faces and laughing. That's what he was doing. So interesting that this card, the frequency of emergence, invites us to approach our reality with a childlike attitude of innocence and wonderment, and to watch and celebrate the beauty that unfolds from that place. Interesting. And then this one, 11, belief. Okay, belief is also very, very childlike. You know what I'm saying? Like, children believe in a lot of things, and they're very real to a child, making them very real, period. Okay, the frequency of belief supports our sense of self-worth based on our gifts and talents and a strong connection to source. Okay, this is why they say, like, the faith of a child, right? Because the child does not question, it just knows, and it does. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and this is why I tell y'all all the time that belief is powerful. The belief is what makes it so. The belief is what makes it real. There's power in belief. So it doesn't matter if someone says, oh, that's bullshit, why would you do something like that? But do you believe it? Because if you believe it, then it has a lot of power. That's why there's power in things like the name Jesus. Okay? Because people truly believe that there is. And so there is. Okay? And you talk to any real spiritual person that is not a Christian, okay, and does not pray in the name of Jesus, they will tell you, if they're real, if they're honest, they will tell you that there is power in the name of Jesus because of the belief. Okay? Because of the belief. Belief is a very, very powerful thing. So there's that. And I'm just going to leave those as to whoever they may apply to. Okay? So in the one little stack here, we have the Cosmic Flower and the Divine Masculine. Very interesting. At 18, okay, which is 9, and 22, Divine Masculine. This is very interesting because a person appeared to me last night in a dream, okay, to present me with someone else, because this person that came to me is passed away, and he is a near and dear soulmate, my road dog, like my heart, part of my heart. And when there are major things happening in my life, he will often come to me when I need ease, okay? And he's a Pisces, and his birthday is 2/22/82, and you get 22, the Divine Masculine. So I thought that was pretty interesting with this Cosmic Flower, okay? So the Divine Masculine, the frequency of the Divine Masculine supports our strong, focused, and active side, allowing it to express itself while helping us to bring our dreams and ideas into form with kindness and wisdom. Okay, notice all the blue as I started out with speaking some sort of a truth, okay? The throat chakra and the blue, okay? Also, blue is healing, blue is calming. Blue is a primary color as well. So very interesting. The Cosmic Flower. The frequency of Cosmic Flower, and earlier today we got the Cosmic Egg, okay? But the frequency of the Cosmic Flower activates our remembrance of the place we call home, the care from which we pour our magnificence out into the world, okay? There's been a lot of messages that have come up recently about remembrance, remembering where we come from. As I told you and have been telling you since I think I was in Austin the first time, maybe, I don't know, y'all, I've been going everywhere, that the ancestors are super, super close right now, and they are bringing forth messages, and they are bringing forth people, and they are bringing forth connections, and they are bringing forth opportunity, and they are bringing forth support and wisdom and information, and just, it's like, here it is. If you want it, be available to receive it sort of energy. And I think it's absolutely beautiful. But this is activating our remembrance of the place that we call home, the care from which we pour our magnificence out into the world. It's interesting because the person that this person brought me in my dream, I don't know. I'm not going to say any more than that. It's, if you've been watching the videos, like, you'll be able to put that together really fucking quick. Okay, so there's a message in that for you. Okay, now with that same stack, so whoever's resonating with that group, and like I said, these two groups can be intertwined, and you may be dealing with all of this, but it did come out in a specific way that leads me to relay to you that there are two specific groups here for some of you. Now that doesn't mean that another number of you may not be dealing with all of it. So, but with that group came out tea leaves, foresight, and the wheel of fortune, fate. Okay, there are messages coming through the divine masculines. Now, do not misunderstand. I am not talking about just twin flame energies, okay? I am not talking about your divine masculine necessarily, okay? I am just talking about divine masculines across the board, okay? Are coming through and ushering in things, okay? Be it relationships, other divine masculines, messages, wisdom, okay? They are ushering in foresight, okay? And this fate, this fated meeting, this fated mission, this whatever this is, this fated awakening, okay? Whatever this is for you, in whatever space this may be resonating at, okay? There's something here with the divine masculine. Again, I am not talking about necessarily your divine masculine, any divine masculine, okay? There's a lot of divine feminines and divine masculines communicating right now on levels. Yes, there's a lot of unions taking place, but we're not going there, okay? If you watch my divine masculine and feminine video back in, I want to say it was March, the twin flame video that I did, I told you how many divine masculines were suddenly making themselves known to me, like just walking up to me. Not my divine masculines, just divine masculines, okay? So here we are months later, and it's like amped up times 20, okay? So there's definitely something with the divine masculines bringing in, ushering in the foresight of this fated thing or things, or this like fated place in life, okay? But also with the divine masculine, it's time to sort of get a balance here, and there again, they're showing me the devil and the angel, right? The light and the dark, the masculine and the feminine, okay? It's not necessarily the evil and the good. Y'all know that I don't believe that way anyways, or maybe some of you are newcomers and you don't know that, but you gonna learn today. I don't necessarily believe that, okay? So do I believe there's evil out there? Of course, but I think it's often misrepresented, misconstrued, misunderstood, and another time, another message, okay? So let's get to the second group here. Empowerment, all right, 26 is 8. And 29, 11. So over here where we didn't know what fell out was 11. Over here is 22, and over here is an 11, okay? And what is 22? 11, 11, all right? Pisces, Pisces, I feel like, woo, and I just got like, holy shit. You know that saying, like someone's dancing on your grave? Like that kind of chills. I mean, shit, if you didn't see that, rewind it. Like, whoa. Whoa. I feel like when a Pisces is what am I trying to say? Like, they're showing me like a broom. sweeping away dirt, muck, nastiness, blockage, okay? When these things are removed from a Pisces is basically like unstoppable, okay? Being in the 12th house, you're there. Do you know what I'm saying? You're there. Your journey, this is why, and I talk about it all the time, this is why people say Pisces have no motivation, Pisces have no will, Pisces are lazy, Pisces are dreamers, Pisces are delusional. And yes, they have a slight tendency to be all of those things. And of course, it depends on where the other placements are in your chart. However, yeah, Pisces can be all of those things, but not really. What people fail to realize is the Pisces is at the end of their journey. So the Pisces is like more like the world versus, or even the universe or the Phoenix card, right? The two that come after the world in a lot of decks, versus the Fool, okay? It's not about this earth journey, all right? Pisces is already in a way, fucking a whole nother channel, a whole different, way. They're more about like the soul journey. Okay, they're on a different wavelength, and I am feeling that for you Pisces, there's something being removed where you're finally able to just fly forward. And basically, when these things are removed from a Pisces, you are unstoppable. And I think that may be part of the truth that you're thinking about speaking or wanting to speak, or whatever this is that I'm seeing you communicate about this sort of faded thing that is happening to you currently. So we have healing and empowerment. Healing, the frequency of healing supports our intrinsic ability to restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses and harmonizing everything accordingly. Okay, so when we are harmonizing everything, we are putting things into alignment. And in order to do that, we are removing dirt and baggage and muck and mud and blockage. Okay, resistance and programs and all of these things. This is what we do when we heal. Okay, on a spiritual level, but also on a physical level, right? What do you do to heal? You sanitize, you detox, you clean up your diet, you work out, you run, you get active, you clean the pipes, you clean the system, right? So as above, so below. No matter what you are healing, to heal, you clean, you cleanse, you unblock, okay? You harmonize, okay? And I'm actually seeing someone meditating through harmony of, it's not breath, it's more of a humming. It's a humming. So that may be a recent thing that you're instinctively, there's something big with music here too. There's something big with music. Maybe even the music to your own sound, your own hum, or whatever pitch or tone you want to take with that whenever you are meditating. There's something there. And there is also something so harmonious about this, whatever this is for you. And I'm seeing it like, it's just gone on for too long. It's just been too many chances or too many tries or too long, or it's just like this, whatever this thing is, whether it's a job that keeps promising, a boss that keeps promising a promotion that never happens, or keeps promising a raise that never happens, or keeps promising a relocation or a transfer, or a relationship where someone keeps promising that they're going to do better, or they're not going to do that anymore. They are going to. There's something here about it, just like it's like again and again and again, and I'm drawn to this wheel, this cyclical, just like caught in this revolving door, and it's like, I can't fucking deal with that anymore. I cannot with you anymore. And I'm hearing you say this, Pisces, like standing up, very like chest out, shoulders back, head up, like, do you hear what I'm saying? Because Pisces isn't normally like that. Pisces is a people pleaser. Pisces is very passive. Pisces is like whatever. I'm surrounded by Pisces, and I call them sloths because they just, it's not even necessarily that they're slow. It's just their energy is like, Pisces they're fucking Pisces, but not right now. I mean, they're still a Pisces, but it's like, no, I said, I'm saying this, I mean this, and here is where it stops, and I'm seeing the wheel like stop dead in its tracks. And I just got chills all the way down my back. Empowerment. Okay, empowerment. It's interesting that it's 26, which is the 8, okay, which is a number of infinity, an infinite being. And as we talked about Pisces being in the 12th house, and understanding, or having a better understanding, being born even with a better understanding of universe and what is out there, and that there is more out there, right? And on a soul level. Okay, so empowerment. The frequency of empowerment supports our ability to show up fully and completely, uniting us with others in the deep trust that we all are connected through the same source. Interesting. But I am seeing you very empowered, so that's very interesting. Now, on top of that came out feathers, messages, hydromancy, illusion, and I don't even know how to say that word, phrenology, certainty. Okay, very interesting, because I'm seeing you getting messages, okay? You're getting messages, Pisces, through dreams, through music, through downloads, through other people, okay, through these videos, all right, through meditation, because I am seeing someone heavy meditating through the harmony of their own, the rhythm of their own sound, okay, which is one of the best ways, because our sound resonates with us the most, right? Another message, another time. Okay, but you're actually getting messages to break through the illusion of things, okay? To break through your own delusion of things, right? Because Neptune is the place of, it can be the place of mysticism and dreams, and the third eye, which is also the place where delusions come from. It is the place of imagination and creation and things like this. So it can get a bit delusional. And would you say illusory, maybe? I don't know, but you're receiving messages that are sort of breaking through this illusion for you, Pisces, through this month of June and maybe on into July. Remember, the energy is fluid, so you could have already been going through this, okay, and we're just carrying on, or maybe you'll hit another like aha, you know what I'm saying, another like. But as I am seeing interruptions that are not necessarily, they're saying interruptions. Those bumps are like, oh, and they're showing me, I'm drawn to my mala beads. I love you. I love you. So, for those of you that do not know how to use mala beads, all right, for those of you that use rosary, all of that shit comes from mala beads, okay? It's all a copy. So, and it's interesting because I think it was today, it might have been yesterday, that I was drawn to do this, okay? And that is how you hold mala beads. You never hold it with fire, the ego, all right? But what you do, okay, is you take from the guru bead and the lotus root, okay? And you hit the bead, right? And you say whatever you want to say. Much like the rosary, where you will say your prayer, your Hail Marys or your Our Fathers or whatever. With these, you would say your mantras or your word or whatever you want to say, okay? This is your meditation practice. This is your prayer, okay? Prayer beads, some of the people call them, okay? But you hit them like that as you speak, whatever it is you speak, okay? And all mala beads have different numbers of beads for different things, okay? But when you hit Do you see the difference between the wood and the amethyst? Okay. Why? Because the mind wanders. Okay. The mind wanders in meditation, especially for those of you who say, how do you meditate? I can't stop thinking of this. I can't stop thinking of this. Meditation is not as hard as people make it out to be, but it's also harder than a lot of people think, if that makes sense. Okay, but when you feel those beads, it's like the same 27 times, right? There's 108 beads on the mala beads that I make, all right? 108, there's more than 108 beads, but there's 108 of the main beads, right? Into sections of 27, and it's same, and you are saying the same thing, and you are humming the same noise, or you are taking the same breaths, okay? And the mind begins to wander. So when you get to a bead that feels different, it's bigger, it has a different texture, right? And you're zoning out and you're wandering, boom, you hit that bead and it snaps you back into place. And it brings you back present, okay? This is how they are showing me. And then you start again on the journey or the prayer or the meditation or whatever you're doing. This is how they are showing me these interruptions, these hiccups, these speed bumps. That is what they are. They're not just any interruption, okay? They're not just any speed bump. They are to snap you back into place and put you back on course and bring you back into the present moment when you begin to wander. Wow, Pisces. Wow, I don't even know that we're going to get to tarot for you, because we have other cards that flew out that we're going to go over, okay? So this is what's happening, and it's with certainty. It is with certainty that you will go forward, Pisces, and speak these truths. You're going to say your piece, and there won't be no two ways about it, Pisces. Very interesting. So as I was shuffling the love deck, and I don't know, what's this called? The Lover's Oracle, okay? Trust and balance came out together, okay? Balance coming out on the top, so we'll read that one first. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges, okay? And that's not to be confused with runs over. Like, a challenge doesn't mean you're a doormat, okay? So I get that a lot. Like, people don't know the difference or where to draw the line between, like, for lack of a better term, like a healthy argument and straight up fucking mental abuse, okay? So I talk about balance a lot, right? The key to it all is not too far either way, right? You don't go too far into the light. You don't go too far into the dark. The balance, okay? Because this realm is a realm of duality, all right? That's the way this game is played here, positive and negative, light and dark. You need both in order to work here. That's how this place works. Not past here, but here. And that's what it's all about, having that balance, okay? And in a relationship, a great relationship requires balance, okay? So love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it, all right? So when it's like, whatever, yes, I agree with you. Whatever you need to hear, whatever I need to say, like, there it is, just shut the fuck up, right? I'm guilty of that. I'm sure many of you that are watching this are guilty of that. Not the way to be, okay? So we don't just want to agree for the sake of agreeing. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. And I'm feeling that a number of you, this is part of what your truth is going to be about. This is part of what going forward and speaking whatever it is you need to say. This is part of it, because it's like you've been taken advantage of, or you've been taken for granted, or at least that is the way that you feel. Now remember, in these videos, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, the energies are interchangeable. So if you are a cross watcher, this could be applying to you and not necessarily the Pisces. And I hate saying that, and I've been forgetting to say it recently, but I mean, shit, if you don't know how tarot works by now, then what the hell are you doing watching these videos? Anyway, let me slap that shit out of my mouth. Anyway, I'm feeling like this is the part of what you are going to speak about. You do not feel balanced. You do not feel reciprocity. You're not feeling like this two-way street. As I said, whether this is with a boss, a job, a partnership, a romantic partnership, a business partnership, whatever this is, family members, you know, this could be a roommate type of situation. Whatever this is, Pisces, you are definitely like, and I love that it's the yin and the yang there on the other side of the card with the masculine and the feminine. I love it. But it's like you are not going to stand for the shit anymore. It's like, no, you will do this, and this will happen, or I walk, right? Like, I'm ready to have my energy return to me, or I mean, there's something very like, and it's like the more that I say, the lighter I begin to feel. Even though for some of you, this is not going to be an easy conversation to have. This is not going to be something very easy to say. But as I stated, this has like been a long time coming, because the situation itself has been for years. The wanting to communicate it, realizing that something is way fucking off here, that has been for a few months to maybe a few years for some of you. But the situation itself has been for a lot of years. Long time. Too long. Long time, too long. Okay, trust. All right, was the other card. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. I think that's beautiful. I don't think that actually requires me to say anything else with all of that. Okay, now the goddess card, or the divine, I think it's the divine god, I don't know what the fucking deck is called. Anyways, the card that flew out of this deck was Isis. Very interesting, Pisces. Very interesting. Isis, the goddess of magic. Sexual energy is sacred, Pisces. My pleasure is a prayer that brings me back to life. Sexual energy is sacred. You hear me talk about that all the time. Y'all know how long I'm very honest about my past addictions. I'm very honest about my celibacy. I'm very honest about why. And I'm very honest about now how that is flying right out the door. But not for no reason, right? I talk to y'all all the time about the sexual energy being sacred, and sex magic has been coming up a lot lately. The power of two. Some of you may be finding your union, okay? You may be finding how do I say this? Some of you need to be reminded that the sexual energy is sacred. Okay. Some of you already know that, and didn't think that you were ever going to find someone to, okay. And I don't know why, I just want to like, I feel like, does someone do this to your face? Or do you do that to their face? Not when they're asleep, but when they're like on the verge of going to sleep, I'm definitely seeing you lay beside each other. Wow, how beautiful. So anyway, some of you need to be reminded of this. Some of you already know this, and possibly have been celibate and just didn't think that you were ever going to find that person that truly understood that, and that you could go there with. Now, some of you understand that, and you're trying to figure out how exactly you're going to bring that into play with your current lifestyle. and some of you are starting to realize that that's not going to happen, right? That you are switching up. Pisces, I'm feeling such a huge transformation and a huge freaking paradigm shift for you. And again, this is general, so it's not going to resonate for everyone, but for a large number of Pisces, I mean, in a large number. And again, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, okay? So it could be any of those. And again, cross watcher, this may be resonating with you, but there's something about the feminine energy, especially today. This is being filmed on June 5th, okay? The dreams that I had last night with the messages this morning, and even like the weird synchronicities, there's something very, very sexually sacred in the feminine space today. All right, so this is what's coming through for you, Pisces. Take it as it resonates, always. Okay, now commitment popped up out of this deck, and I just kept it. What happened is I was shuffling, and birthing is the next card. I didn't go through. So what happened was I was shuffling, and I just laid it down, and I actually laid them facing up, and that's what was facing me and calling me. Okay, so birthing is after that. Music. What did I tell you about the harmony and the messages in music? If I didn't say it, I meant to say it earlier. That's what I was feeling. Doing things in the right order and actually documenting and writing things down. What did I tell you about ancestors coming through with knowledge and wisdom? Okay, and being worthy and knowing your worth, especially when it comes to the sexual energy. Look here, Pisces. Whoa. Okay, give me a second. Wow. Commitment. Okay. Some of you, Pisces, have a commitment to someone that you no longer want it with. Okay. Some of you have already cheated. Some of you are being cheated on. Okay. Some of you are, what you will be speaking your truth about has to do with that. But for some of you, and it could be both, but for some of you, it's like you're making a commitment to yourself, okay? To your journey, to your healing, okay? To your truth, okay? This is the commitment. Yes, I'm getting for relationships as well. Yes, for jobs as well. Some of you, and that's part of the message that's coming through. It's like it's too many times, too many chances. Like the commitment that you've had to this job, and these people are not being back committed to you. They're not holding up their end of the deal. Same thing with the relationships, but ultimately and overall, self. Making a commitment to self, to not be a doormat anymore, to not people please, to not give out what you are not getting back, okay? This is the commitment that you are making to yourself, and this is why you are so empowered, and this is why you are able to stand up and will stand up and say, look at here. Look at here. And that's what I said, and that's what I meant. It's like that. It is just like that, okay? With birthing, okay? What am I telling you about the feminine energy? Okay, birthing a new you, birthing a new project, birthing a new relationship, birthing a new journey, okay? There's something, as I mentioned earlier, the cosmic egg that we got. We also got the cosmic flower, okay? We've also got tons of sexual feminine energy out here, so why wouldn't we get birthing? Why wouldn't we get birthing? Many of you are stepping into your Empress and Emperor powers, along with, don't get it twisted, along with your High Priestess and your Magician, okay? Many of you are. There's messages in the music, like as I stated, and also some of you may be going into music field, because I actually am seeing a choir I'm not sure what that's about, but that may be something that some of you do. And that could even be church, okay? That could be a whole, I don't know what that is. That could, I don't know, it looks kind of like a church, I guess, choir, I don't know. But doing things in the right order, okay? For those of you that are having to leave situations and speak your truths that are going to be hard to speak and maybe hurting some feelings and whatever, it's important to do things in the right order, okay? And you will be receiving messages in the music. Make sure that you are writing it down. Make sure you are logging, journaling, documenting. There's something very like, what am I trying to say? Like legal. Legal may not be the right term. Like legit is coming to mind. There's something very logging. There's something like a journaling, logging, keeping a log, records, okay? Make sure, so yes, be logging and writing down the messages that you're getting through music as well as dreams and those things. But also, there's some of you that need to start a paper trail, okay, a log of some sort, especially if you're dealing or going to deal with legal matters, because it needs to be in the right order when there's something that will be presented. So this could be new contracts for a business or something like that, or maybe you're going out for a loan. This could be I'm seeing a prenup. It could be a divorce. It could be a lot of different things, but there's something that's definitely needing to go in the right order. And also, whenever you speak your truth and whenever you come out to say whatever it is you need to come out and say, you need to have your ducks in a row. You need to do things in the right order. They're saying like, don't jump the gun. I'm hearing don't jump the gun. Okay, interesting. And then the last two cards, knowledge and worthy, okay? You are being handed knowledge over and over and over again, okay? Foresight, like a motherfucker, breaking through the illusions, receiving messages from divine divinity, like divine beings, and you are worth and you are worthy, okay? Your sexuality, your sensuality, your truth. Split the deck and judgment comes up, okay? I split the deck and judgment comes up, mirroring the sun in reverse, all right, with the Ace of Cups. Some of you have been in a depressed, run down, oppressed, dark space for a very long time. And it's the Seven of Cups in the reverse position, looking right up at me, okay? It's time to face reality. It's time to face reality. What is a practical want, need, goal? Who is a practical option? Because no one is really an option. No one should be an option, okay? If you have a lot of options in regards to love, okay? Look at the reality of the sacred relationship, because I'm talking to somebody or somebodies who are wanting something more. This is a very, very spiritual message, Pisces. This isn't, if you're wondering about your, weekend fling, tune into the weekend glimpse. I'll have those uploaded before I leave on Friday, okay? Because this is not the message for you, all right? Nothing wrong with wanting to know that, but this is deep, all right? This is deep. It's time for you, Pisces, to start facing the reality of things and getting things in order, okay? Doing things in the right way. The time is coming. The time is now, okay? It's here. It's here. It's just a process, okay? You've been in this space for a long time, and it's time to allow yourself to feel love again, to feel real love again, you need to validate yourself, okay? Let the emotions rise up and feel them, experience them, sit with them, and then release them, because you have love coming in for you, real love. And yes, this could be with a union of your divine masculine, your divine feminine, and all that, and that's great. But I'm talking about you with you, Pisces. This is you with you, all right? This is becoming whole within self, okay? So that you can go forward and get whatever union you want and whatever you want, okay? This Judgment card, right? With your heart being in the right place, being able to look yourself in the mirror and saying, if I were to go today, would I be okay with who I am and what I've done in this life? And Pisces, I gotta say, with this transformation laying out in front of me, I think you would be just fine. All right. So that is what I have for you, Pisces. I am sorry for such a long video, but I love you all so much, and I will see you next time.